Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today I'm going to show you the Beaumont Rag. This tune is a request for Sten Stovall and John Tate, so thank you both for asking for this tune. It's a fun one that I've been meaning to do for a long time. It's a rag, which is a kind of post-ragtime fiddle tune, the kind that you would never find in old English, Irish or Scottish music, because it's very much an American invention. It has different types of chords, and it has this particular turnaround which you find in the last line, which again is something from ragtime and not from traditional British music. So it's from the town of Beaumont in Texas, the title, and this started off as a two-part tune called the White River Stomp, and you can hear a version of this by Jack Corley from 1930. But a fiddle player from Texas who was also a barber in Texas called Samuel Peacock, he added two extra sections, the double shuffle section and the high ragtime section, which is a little bit like the black and white rag. And one of the first recordings of the tune was by the East Texas Serenaders, who recorded this four-part version in 1937, and it was then taken up by Bob Wills in 1939, and my version is loosely based on what he did with it. I'm going to show you first of all a very basic version of the first melody, which is a good start if you've never played this tune before, and then I'll show you the four different parts of the main tune. So we're in the key of F and we're starting on a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I'll do this version without any syncopation, which makes it pretty boring, but it's a good start if this is the first time you've played it. So that's the kind of the skeleton of the tune, and you will notice I refer to the ragtime ending section, and if you look at the chords, we've got B flat diminished, F, D, G, C, and that comes at the end of each section, and that's the kind of thing that you can leave to your accompanist. You don't have to worry about those chords, they'll take care of themselves. Just going back to this simple version, a slide up to the fourth finger is a good idea. Another slide. Slide again. And in fact you can do up and down. Okay, now on to the Bob Wills version. So the A section has got it's got quite a lot more notes, more syncopation and some blue notes. So we're starting off. So we've got B flat, E flat to E, C with an E above it, and then plenty of syncopation there. Carrying on. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. then we've got B part. So we're starting off on E and doubling that when we get to the next note. And I would leave that C on. So the B part, the last line is the same, I think, every time we do this. Let's go through those two sections with the backing. Section. Okay, now we come to the double shuffle section. Just a word of warning, if you're competing in a fiddle contest, then most of those contests will not allow you to play the double shuffle, which I find highly amusing, but never having entered one, I'm not really qualified to comment. So basically it's considered cheating to do a double shuffle. I do have a video all about the double shuffle, because if you've never done it before, you might find this quite tricky. So basically it's a 2-bar pattern of a 2, 4 3s and a 2. So your 2 is there, and then we've got 3 of these, and there's your 2 at the end. And then you move your second finger to the F and across to the C, and then there's a tricky bit here, but I'm going to ignore that for now and just do the same thing again. So that is a variation of what we did before for this for the F. So you're just basically going, keeping your second finger on the F and moving it 2, 3, 4 on the A string. And that is as before. Let me go through that again and then I'll show you the tricky bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I think I got this from the Bob Wells version, this 2 bars of trickiness. So 4th finger on a B flat, rock, and we're going away from the 3s now into 4. So 4th finger and 1st finger are staying where they are, but the 2nd finger is moving from there to there. And then that 2nd finger moves up to the 3rd. So that's quite tricky. And if I remember rightly, the fiddle player on this recording actually does it a double time. But I think that's just a bit too far. So just slotting that in, it goes like this. Now you may well think that's entirely unnecessary, and I actually tend to agree. And moving on to the fourth section. And we've got to get from here to here. And that is a difficult thing to do, as I just demonstrated by getting it quite a lot out. So the way to do it is to go from here to that, which is your third finger in third position, which is easy to do. So you're going to do a silent one. So this is kind of a halfway house. So that's a note that is not in the melody, and if you wanted you could make it silent, but you could make it deliberate. Okay, so basically the idea is to get into fifth position with your first finger on the C, and then from there on this section is actually quite easy. If that is a step too far, then do the same thing in first position. So that is, it's actually still not very easy because they're quite tricky fingering and string crossing. But if you're not ready for fifth position, then that's maybe your option. And notice that the sections are of indeterminate length. So the first one is it's 16 bars. The second one repeats and it's only 12 bars. The third one is only 12 bars and it doesn't repeat. And the fourth one is 16 bars, so the first line repeats 3 times, and this is very confusing and there's no reason for it, but it's when you mash two tunes together, basically, this is what happens. So if you're playing this in a kind of a jam session and you're leading it, then just make sure everyone follows you. Providing you are strong in leading into the final line each time, that's the main thing that people are going to mess up. So just hope that they follow you. I'll play all the way through the tune and let's see how it goes. One more thing I forgot to mention, and that's, I think guitarists mainly do this, but there's often a stop for 2 bars, something like this. And then if a stop does happen, then you can, if you want, just play exactly what you were about to play anyway. Or if you want to show off, you can just improvise a little 2-bar thing. But either way, it's a fun tune, it's quite a challenging tune, and it'll keep you busy for a few days learning this. If you like Copy of the Dots, then do subscribe, send me an email, and I'll be happy to send you them. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.